So these are a collection of the projectiles that the police department is shooting at the protesters. And I don't mean to come down on the police for this. It's just what they use. This is their tactic for dispersing crowds when they need to. So I'm gonna go through a couple of these. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but there's these thingies that I've seen spraying gas, and I think this one, most of them say CS or smoke on them. Not really seeing the writing on this one, but the writing that I'm looking for. So I'm not clear on this one. It doesn't clearly say CS or smoke, but those spray gas into the air. Some of the gas is tear gas. That is the CS gas that burns the hell out of your eyes and your throat and even your skin on your face sometimes. And these things are similar to those ones, but somewhat different. Some of them are smashed. I don't know if these are just because they got run over, or if the impact when they hit the ground sometimes squashes them. These things I definitely know for sure. These are little tiny tear gas canisters, and some of the videos I made the last night the Justice Center was available to protest. I believe that was Sunday night. There's a couple videos, the videos where I made of the fireworks being shot and then them dispersing the crowd. You see me going through the tear gas and coughing, and they shoot these little tiny things that roll on the ground, and these things will burn the crap out of your eyes. I'm not even sure if these are actually part of any of this or not, or if it's just things that were on the ground in the area as I picked them up. I see. So there's these rubber things that are pretty squishy and rubbery. There's two kinds, these round ones and these funnel looking ones. I assume these go over these in some form or another and protect them as they're launched there. That one makes sense that would be covering the lips there, or that gas relief valve, I guess. So I'm guessing that goes on there, and maybe these go on here as to lighten the impact if they hit certain surfaces or people. These look to me like something an officer would carry and throw, because it looks kind of like grenade style. And these say CS on them, so these, actually I think these ones are the ones. I can't look at it. Sorry. I know I read one of these that said smoke on it. It's hard for me to look at it and film it at the same time. Anyways, as I said, I don't know what I'm talking about, but these kind of look like little smoke grenades that an officer might carry on him and pull this handle or squeeze this handle and throw. Could be wrong. Now, these things, I actually talked to an officer, and he gave me the heads up that these are actually the bullets that they shoot at people. And it's kind of crazy because how big it is. It's like a 40 millimeter, but the top is squishy, kind of like a hard Nerf material. And then this black chamber is empty. I thought originally that they must have had gas in there or something, but it's not. I asked the officer, and these are definitely non-lethal rounds that you get shot with. I would hate to get shot with that. It's got a little weight to it. The metal cartridge end of it, this part of it, it's I don't know how many. I don't know. I would guess a couple ounces at least. But man, this thing getting shot out of some kind of gun, it's gonna come at you with some force, I imagine. And this would hurt if I threw this at you, like not even full force. Like if I just toss this at you and hit you in the face, I wouldn't feel, especially if this end hit you. But I can't imagine that this feels wonderful to get shot with. And there are three different kinds of these bullets I found. So there's these green ones too, and this is kind of like a cross between almost like a terracotta pot and styrofoam. I know that's a pretty broad texture or density there, but that's the best I can describe it. It's like a crunchy, dense, stronger styrofoam, I guess. But these things, obviously, I think they smell like tear gas, so I assume they have tear gas in this hollow area here, and then it hits the ground and breaks and releases the tear gas. That's what I think, at least. I could be talking out of my butt. But you'll see spots on the ground where it looks like this green color exploded, and you can see where they hit. And these are just like the blue one, so they are the same 40 millimeter little bullet things. There's also a third one that I am not able to collect, but I saw some black caps that fit this diameter, and they're orange, and you'll see orange splatter dust, like you'll see, like I explained, with the green dust on the ground. So you'll see that. So I don't know what the orange ones are, but I think there's orange bolts as well. That is about it. I collected all this to just kind of curiosity, I guess, but also to show you guys. But I also have a whole 5-gallon bucket full of this stuff and some more from last night, and I plan to make some kind of sculpture, or I don't know, some kind of display to I don't want to say memorialize, but as some kind of homage to this protest, to remember that it happened, and to I don't know, say something about it in an artistic way. I'm not against the police, and I'm not against the protesters completely. I'm with the protesters. I am not with the rioters, but I understand at least where some of them are coming from, maybe in a misguided way, not for burning down the city at all. So this stuff all seems really intense, and I would hate to get hit with any of this stuff. But the police have to keep order in some form or fashion, so this is how it currently is done. The officer I talked to told me that they used to use shotguns, 12-gauge shotguns, and they had little non-lethal shells that went in the shotgun, and those shells were filled with little nylon bags with rubber pellets in them, I guess. And he said the reason why they stopped using those was because an officer once accidentally loaded the shotgun with an actual round and shot somebody, thinking it was a rubber non-lethal round. But this is the kind of stuff, the projectiles that the protesters are being barraged with. Good night.